Pacers trying to avoid their first back-to-back loss of the season, hosting the Utah Jazz, and Gordon Hayward back in his home state of Indiana, and his college coach, Brad Stevens, on hand from Butler University. Early on off the Al Jefferson miss, this is Darren Collison taking it and going in for the deuce. Indiana led by 1 in the first quarter. On to the second quarter we go. Roy Hibbert, the rejection on C.J. Miles. Danny Granger saves it over to Collison, and Collison, again, a high percentage look. He had 25. That was a game high. Now Hibbert on the other end of the floor, trying to make his case to become an Eastern Conference All-Star member. On to the third quarter. Paul George also in contention to make that reserve squad for the East. Off the turnover, Collison to George. Give it back to the man who started it. A 19-point lead. Indiana looks like they are in control. Utah would trail by as many as 21. Haywood sparks a comeback. The reverse. That made it a 75-63 deficit for the Jazz. Little backdoor action. Haywood again. 77-69. Jazz hanging around. Haywood's family in the crowd, loving it. He finished with 11 back in his home state. A.J. Price turns it over. C.J. Miles goes the distance. 84-79. Jazz knocking on the door. And Derek Favors, the jumper from the block. He finished with 10. It was just a 1-point deficit, down by as many as 21. Paul Millsap trying to make the Western Conference All-Star team. He had 18 and 10. 3 minutes to go, tied at 95. Paul George from the top of the key. He connects. He had 14, and that was back to a 3-point advantage for the Pacers. With under 2 minutes to play, it would start to get sloppy for the road team. Al Jefferson gets called for the travel. And then later, shot clock winding down, still a 3-point deficit for the Jazz. Paul Millsap can't get the shot off, and that's a 24-second violation. Still 98-95. Looking for the dagger. Indiana goes to another all-star candidate, Danny Granger from 15. He had 16 with 12 coming to the final quarter. Indiana once again avoids back-to-back losses. 104-99, the Pacers have won 5 of 6.